drinking wouldn't have allowed me to explore this other area of me and kind of was keeping me at this level. Like drinking, when you're drinking a lot, never elevates you. It never progresses you forward. All it does is just keep you here. Keeps you here. You know, you never have heard anybody ever say that I am really glad I started drinking again. Nobody's ever said that because there's no reason to be glad. If you've stopped and you've seen the positive aspects that drinking has made towards your life being improved in every way, shape, or form, it's like there's no reason to look back. And that's where I'm sitting right now. I'm really not even like, oh, I'm 100 days sober. I hope I can make it 100 more. I'm almost like drinking isn't even a thing for me anymore. I don't drink, and life has gotten so much better without drinking in every way. So I know a lot of people hit me up on Twitter about being sober. I know a lot of people always ask me questions about it. So I've been thinking about this for a long time. I want to form a place where people can get together and talk about issues with addiction. It doesn't have to be limited to alcohol. It can be any other addiction. I know there's every addiction out there. And even if you're having a hard time in life with depression, if you're having a hard time in life with your family, with work, anything, I know that everybody needs somebody to talk to, and not everybody has somebody to talk to. So I'm going to use Ruin Your Day as a platform for that. Every week on Wednesdays, I haven't decided a time yet, probably around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to have Ruin Your Day live for an hour. And basically what's going to be happening is the chat is going to be live, and that's going to be used as the floor for everybody to talk. I might be on a video feed answering questions to the chat. I might pull up some music that Ruin Your Day made to play. I might play some video in the background. It's going to be sort of a free-form vehicle type of feed. There's not going to be really a set thing that we're doing. The only thing that I want to go on is I want people to feel like it's a safe place to come into and talk and vent, talk to other people, maybe give advice. I'll be in there if anybody wants to ask any questions about being sober. I can give whatever advice I can for that. And yeah, essentially, I just think there needs to be a place like that. I think AA works really well for a lot of people because it's a community. It's a strong-knit community. You have a sponsor that holds you accountable for not drinking. You have other people that are going through the same thing as you. You realize there's a whole world out there of people that just don't drink. And that's rare these days, honestly. So I want there to be a place like that on Ruin Your Day that's doesn't have to be just limited to alcohol. It could be anything. You know, like my parents went through some heart problems this year, and that really devastated me. So, you know, I needed somebody to talk to about that. My ex-girlfriend's dog that I really love got cancer. My close friend just had cancer. So it's been tough for me as well this year, and I'm really thankful that I've had Ruin Your Day to talk to you guys about battle rap and forget about the troubles in my life, but I want to give back, and I want to create a platform where we can all come together and sort of be each other's shoulder to lean on every now and then. So just wanted to make this video to talk about me getting sober, my experience with it. Honestly, to wrap this up, being sober is like probably the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. Me breaking up with my ex-girlfriend that I love to this day has been the best thing that's ever happened to me too as well. It's really like jump-started me to make big improvements in my life that I'm really proud of. And yeah, I mean, I think anybody out there that's struggling with addiction, the first question you need to ask for yourself if you're thinking that you might have a drug problem, alcohol problem, any sort of problem is, if I'm asking myself if I have a problem, I might have a problem. Do you want to take the next step to solving it? Do you want to get clean? Do you want to get sober? And all I can say is being sober is amazing. It's great. I would never trade it for anything. It works really well for me. Other people can drink responsibly. I'm not one of those people. I can't drink responsibly at all. So yeah, guys, I just want to thank you all for helping me through my year of sobriety. You guys really made a huge difference in my life. I want to thank everybody out there that supported Ruin Your Day, all the patrons, all the people that did a watch episode, all the guests, all the people that tuned in for watch, everybody that bought merch, everybody that bought music. It means the world to me. So thank you guys. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ruin an Hour, a safe place to talk about anything from sobriety, addiction, depression, balance, and life. My name is Kyle Gray. We are live twice a week, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Sundays at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today, we have Sister Outspoken with us.
Hey, everybody. It's always a pleasure. Happy to be back.
What are we going to be talking about today?
Today, we're going to talk about how diet can help with depression.
Great subject. I love it.
Because I know how so many of you out there are dealing with depression. If you don't know if you're dealing with depression, if you wake up in the morning and don't really want to do anything, if you feel sad for no apparent reason that you can put your finger on, or even if you can't put your finger on it, you know, if you don't have the want to even talk to people like that or go places, if you get fatigued, you know, out of nowhere, you're just kind of in a slump and just there, you're depressed. And then when it gets really severe, you don't even want to eat.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm going to give you some things today that you can just fill your refrigerator up or have at home and take with you as snacks and stuff like that, that'll boost your mood, get your mind working at peak levels, and help you get out of that depressed state. And we're going to also talk about stuff that you should not eat and do that'll keep you in a depressed state.
So why is diet so important?
Oh my gosh, diet is, first off, let me go back a little bit and I'm going to tell you how I found out how important diet was.
Okay.
Like we talked about in one of our other sessions, I don't know if it was the one about grieving or toxic relationship, probably grieving.
Yeah.
Because that's when I went through a whole healing spiritual process.
Yeah.
So I realized during my deep depression that when I changed my diet, I elevated. I literally felt lighter, stronger, and happier.
Yeah.
When I, about like a year ago, I forgot that, you know, because sometimes when you go through a certain, you get used to something, and you just in a certain mode, you forget sometimes the things that you did to get you in certain places.
Yeah. And
I was there again. You know, kind of in a dark space or going in and out of dark spaces. That's what it was. I was going in and out of dark spaces. And I remember one day I was in the kitchen and I was just like mad for no reason.
Yeah.
I was just like, and then I was sad, like for no reason. And I didn't want to talk to nobody or do nothing. I'm thinking all these mean ass thoughts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? I'm like, why did this just happen?
Yeah.
Like, I was not like this morning.
Yeah.
So I started paying attention to when I would feel like that, and it would be after I ate.
Ooh, okay.
So I started to journal and pay attention to things I ate and how it made me feel within the next hour.
Yeah.
So because I noticed my own healing and elevation through eating, I want to share that with you guys.
Amazing.
So the way diet affects you off top, your diet and what you put in your body is your fuel. So if you have a car and you want your car to keep running, you're going to put a certain kind of gas in it.
Yep.
You know? You can't put water in it. You can't put sugar in it. You can't put nothing else in it. You know? Even if you put the wrong kind of gas, it's going to break down. Yeah. So that's what your food is to your body. And we don't realize that sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes we just eat what tastes good. Yeah. Or what we just like smells good. Yeah. It's like I want that today. Yeah. And that's the sugar, that's the coffee putting in your car tank. Yeah. You know? But some kind of way we expect to keep going and work properly. Totally. So what we're going to talk about today is how certain foods affect your body and bring you down, and how some affect your body and bring you up. All right. Because something else that we talked about before is the importance of your gut. Yeah. Your body uses the most amount of energy to do anything. It uses the most amount of energy to digest food than anything else that you do. To think, to run, whatever else you do, your body uses the most amount of your energy to digest. So when you get that itis, like after you eat, that's not a good thing. it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people eat for the itis. Like, oh, that was good. You know, that was good. I got the itis. Like, that's not a good
for
thing.
Real, yeah.
That means it did the complete opposite of its purpose.
Yeah, that is funny that could be perspective. Like, oh man, it feels so good just to like not want to move. You know?
Yeah. When technically, like literally, the reason you don't want to move is because you put stuff in your body that your body is working so hard to digest. Yeah. It can't put energy towards anything else.
Yeah, for real.
Walk? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, do what? No. Sit down.
Yeah.
We're going to try to do something with this.
Yeah, we're going to focus.
Yeah, we're going to focus.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening. So anyway, first we're going to talk about, I have a handful of things of what not to eat or what not to consume. It's just a few little don'ts that people take in on a regular basis. I had a long list and I was like, you know what, we don't have an hour. So we're going to narrow this down to 5.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So first we're going to talk about processed foods. I know everybody is tired of hearing about, no, don't eat McDonald's, or don't eat this, and don't eat that. When I say processed foods, I'm not just talking about the drive-thru. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about, like, bologna, like hot dogs, like stuff like that. That is considered processed food as well.
Yeah.
And your body doesn't know how to break that stuff down.
Yeah.
And it has no nutritional value.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing as, like, the itis. Your body is using too much energy for stuff that doesn't give it energy.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's literally you feel like, shroom. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then it because your body doesn't know what to do with it and it's collecting, it's clogging other things.
Yeah.
So you're not getting a flow and you're just sitting here with this crap. That luckily some of it actually rots.
Yeah.
You know, and then you can like do something with it, you know?
Yeah.
But the scary part about fast food and places like Burger King, Carl's Jr., McDonald's, their stuff doesn't break down.
Yeah.
Like, you guys can literally look up studies and just experiments on their food, the McDonald's and Burger King experiments, and basically all it is people putting, sitting a burger on the table or sitting somewhere for like 6 months.
Yeah, and it doesn't age or something.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Nothing happens.
Oh, that's fucked.
Like, so it's like, it can't be real meat.
Yeah.
Because meat decays.
Yeah, for real.
What the fuck is up with the bread? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
So your body feels the same way because our bodies are organic material.
Yeah, we're a filter. So
yeah,
we can't
and like
filter
this
it.
is like made of the earth.
Yeah.
You know, like so it's like you put that in there and it's like, am I a trash can?
Yeah.
You know, like you're just like a dumpster when you put that in there because it's just literally sitting there posted. Like so that takes too much and it brings you down.
Yeah.
It brings you down.
Yeah.
And you're not getting the minerals you need to work at peak levels.
Yeah.
You're not getting the brain energy. You're not getting your metabolism is slowing down. And that causes more diseases. And people with disease are more likely to live in depression.
Yep.
So let's talk about it. Okay, so you guys are not going to like this one. And I know you are tired of me talking about this. And so many other people talking about this. But red meat.
I'm not tired of hearing anybody talk about it. It makes sense.
So red meat is not something that should be a big part of your diet. Now, I know a lot of people like to say, but I want to be buff, or I want this, or I want to keep weight, and whoop-de-whoop. So I'm going to give you guys a perspective. Can you tell the rhinoceros that it can't build muscle unless it eat meat? Can you tell that to the elephant? Can you tell that to the gorilla? Those are some of the largest animals in the entire world, and they are vegan.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's no, like, you can never come with that and say that you cannot be vegetarian or vegan and not gain muscle.
Yeah. I used to buy into that ideology a lot. Like, I used to be definitely, like, more of a, like, I used to be a carnivore kind of, you know, I'd just eat meat for every meal. Like, eat a fucking chicken for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you know, and steak all the time. And there's protein in so many other things, you know, besides
it's
that.
protein in the things that those animals eat.
Yeah, word, exactly.
That's the only reason we used to eat it.
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, like, I'm just talking about, like, in more indigenous time frames or whatever. Like, we would only hunt and eat meat during seasons where vegetation was scarce. They knew how to find it.
Yeah.
So we would go through them to get those minerals, to get that food, and then utilize their fur and everything else to get through the winters and all of that stuff. We used the entire animal.
Yeah.
And then when they came back, we didn't need it. Like, you know, we went back to what we were eating and that they eat.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And the animals are not even eating what they're supposed to be eating.
Yeah. For real.
Like, they're eating stuff that they would not be eating if they was in the wild.
Yep.
So you're eating that, thinking that this is how you become healthy and you need that, but you're not getting shit.
Yeah.
Like, for real, for real. So the best ways is to go past the middleman. Our bodies are not designed to break down a lot of meat. We don't have that kind of acid in our stomach. Our intestines are like 3 times longer than the average than a predator.
Yeah.
Like carnivores, their intestines are short. So they literally eat it, it takes in what they need to take in, and they push it out.
Yeah.
And they don't eat every day. They don't hunt every day.
Yeah.
They get big, they catch big, fill up, and they don't eat for days.
Yeah.
So it gives it time to break down and they acid do what it does. We're not like that.
Yeah.
Not only do we have 20 feet of intestines that it has to go through in hopes to break down, but we keep eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
We keep eating.
Yeah.
So we make it's already hard, and then you did it today, yesterday, like you said, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And we are putting our bodies are working too hard, and it's putting us in a lower state of being.
For sure. I mean, you could strictly do this experiment. Eat meat for every meal one day, and then eat like meat maybe a little bit for one meal another day, and then eat like vegetables, fruit for the other, and just see how you feel.
Yeah, for real, you will feel so good.
It's like just go on that, like, and that's kind of like what I've adopted is like just I eat food that makes me feel good, and this is lending to your topic of like dealing with depression. It's like if you're eating food that's just making you feel terrible, it's like you're handicapping yourself against your fight with your mental health, you know?
Right.
So it's like that fact simply in itself, like eat what makes you feel better, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, eat what makes you feel good and gives you energy. Because if you have energy, then you'll go out and do things that make you happy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you'll be around people, you'll be doing stuff, you'll be achieving things.
Yeah, for real.
And then that'll feed you, you know? But when you just want to go to sleep, like, you know, so lay off the red meat, you guys. And another thing about a large consumption of red meat, it attracts, it forms a lot of parasites in your body.
Yeah.
And the average person has parasites and doesn't even know it. And they crave meat and sugar. So sometimes you can have cravings and it's not even your cravings.
Okay.
It's your parasites.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
Drink some chlorophyll, you guys. They don't like chlorophyll. Get the parasites out of your body. Anyway, let's go on to the next thing. So, high sodium. Having high sodium in your body. So, we already know that having too much salt kind of works with, like, high blood pressure, heart problems, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it also affects your neurological system. It also affects your neurological system. And it kind of like, it affects it in a way to where things don't connect as well.
Yeah.
And it's prone to depression.
Yeah.
Like it's just
yeah.
And that's something that we utilize a lot in all our foods.
Totally. Salt. It's like I'm guilty of that, putting salt on fucking everything. It's like, this needs salt. It's like,
yeah, I'll be so mad at my dad. Like,
yeah, I get it from my dad too.
He won't even taste it first.
Yeah, mine too.
It's
exactly,
like, bro, wait, maybe it had a chance.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
You just realize.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I feel like that about people with hot sauce too. I know you're gonna be mad about that.
Oh, for real?
Can
Definitely.
you taste it first?
Yeah,
especially
I know.
when I cook. It's like you don't even know if you wanted hot sauce.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like maybe the sauce was fire already.
Yeah.
Like maybe it had flavor.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know.
Totally.
But sugar. Sugar promotes inflammation in the body, and a lot of inflammation in the body causes other issues. And once disease starts in the body, it prunes you into depression.
Yeah.
So, no one to sugar, you guys. Lower your sugar. Let me see if anybody's saying anything I might want to. Keto diet thoughts. Oh, thoughts on keto diet. Okay, we could talk about that.
What's up, Danny? Congrats, bro. We were just giving
Danny!
you. We were just praising you before
man,
this. Talk
salute,
about how good
man.
you are.
I hope you take the whole thing, bro. You deserve it.
You got this, man.
For real. But I'll answer that question really quick. Meat, we wouldn't have the necessary nutrition. Okay, so somebody said something about the keto diet.
Yeah.
I actually tried that.
Me too. I've done it a couple times.
Yeah, and I don't know if I had a good version or not. I don't know, but basically all the keto diet is it kind of breaks down the fat, right?
Yeah, it uses basically what it does is puts your body into a state of starvation. So what it does is usually when you're burning anything calories, targets muscle first, sugar, muscle, things that break down super easy. And fat is kind of actually lowest on the list of what your body will actually burn. So in keto,
that really sucks.
Yeah, it's trash. So it's in keto, it puts fat higher on the list. And since all you're doing is eating bacon and sausage, things with just super high amounts of fat, that's what it's using to burn for energy. So that's why you lose a lot of body fat doing the diet.
Yeah.
I don't know, when I did it, it's I got sort of good results, but also I did not feel good when I was doing it. And, and I specifically remember doing it and just being I did it a long time ago before this fad came into play. And I remember my homies were just this is not good what you're doing. You're just eating bacon and meat for every meal. It seems really bad. And I was just nah, man, I'll lose weight. That's all
the keto.
Yeah, that's all that matters, is getting slim. But yeah, so I don't know what your experience was with it, but
I didn't have too much of an experience. Like you said, I don't remember feeling good, and I didn't lose a lot of weight, how they were saying.
Yeah.
Which probably was a good thing. I probably didn't even need to lose that much weight. I did psychologically think that I was losing weight. I don't know if I was or not.
Of course, yeah.
But I just was over it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't something that I cared to really be a part of my diet.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of anything negative about it. People having actual ailments from it or something.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that. But I just go another route.
Yeah, the same with me. It's it could work for somebody else. It's fine. And same with eating a lot of meat. I've heard people being I significantly my health got better when I started incorporating red meat back in my diet. And that's fine if it works for you. You know, it's all about what works. It's subjective. Diet is. But I echo your sentiments entirely of once I cut meat out of my diet, I just felt overall so much better.
I feel so good, and I thought I would have felt weak and
for real.
all of that. It's not even that.
Yeah.
Another thing too that I learned during some of my Ayurveda studies and becoming a yoga instructor was eat when you're hungry.
Not when you're
not when you think you're supposed to eat.
Yeah, totally.
Because people have this thing in their mind that they need to eat at this time of the day and do all of these things.
Yeah.
Your body tells you what it needs.
Yeah.
And what you can do and start timing it so it doesn't get to that super hungry, I'm weak stage.
Yeah.
And you feed it before that, but you can time yourself.
Yeah.
And what I started doing that really worked for me when I was going out of red meat and all of that, I would have fruit in the morning and all liquids. I'll have fruit and all liquids until like 12, between 12 and 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Then I'll have something big and vegetable.
Yeah.
Like, you know, rather if it's like a sweet potato and some other stuff, or avocado and all these things. And that should be really our biggest meal of the day.
Is in the middle.
In the middle of the day. Like, people think that it's at night. But no, because you need more time to break it down. And you get all that energy, you get the energy to go into the rest of your day. And then at the end, you just kind of end it off. You know? So that's when I would eat, like, since I was still eating meat, I would eat, like, some salmon, you know, with some little potatoes on the side, maybe some asparagus, you know? And that's still light but fulfilling. Yeah. Like, I don't feel lazy after, but I don't feel hungry. Yeah. And that's the point. Yeah. Totally. You know, that's the point. I just got what I needed. Yeah. And we're going to talk about salmon later, too, because it's actually one of the good ones for you. So, and then we're going to, okay, so then there's alcohol. So I thought that it would be very relevant for us to talk about this, because alcohol is one of those go-tos when we're depressed. You know, we go for that kind of quick pleasure that we want to have. Numb you out. Yeah. So that's literally what alcohol does. Yeah. It affects the part of your brain where that operates you actually thinking. Yeah. And it makes it easier for you to block out emotions and block out negative thoughts. Yeah. But it's temporary, because then it converts and it actually makes the symptoms of your depression worse. Yeah. So please, like, if you feeling depressed, take alcohol out of the equation, because it will definitely fuel your depression and depression symptoms. For real. And that little moment of feeling like, oh, I'm numb and I'm not okay, you'll start to depend on that. And in those little moments, and then before you know it, you just like, you're giving your life away. Yeah. I've been there. You know, I know you've been there. You know, it was days where I remember when Young B died, I would just wake up and just the bottle's just right there. Yeah. You know, like just laying on the floor. And I'm just like, how long have I been here? You know, like, how long have I been here? Like, phone just ringing, I don't even care. Yeah. Like, so that's not the answer, you guys. Yeah. That's not the answer. So let's talk about some things that are the answer. Yeah. Let's get into that, shall we? For sure. Let's get into some things that are the answer. Okay, so fermented foods. Something that you made a face.
I make that face when I'm reading. You might want to answer this.
Okay. What happened?
Project 703. I've tried changing my diet and things up, and I end up with a migraine for a day or two. Any recommendations to combat the headaches? I'm assuming you're saying that because you probably eat a lot of, like, you probably drink a lot of coffee.
It depends what transition were you making. Because it all depends on what you're taking out of your body that your body was dependent on, and then giving it a natural substitute. Yeah, for sure. Because when you first make a transition, it is hard. Hey, Ray-Bay, I see you, boy. But it's actually a little hard if you don't have everything that you need. So I'm going to give you a few things today that can kind of assist you with that. Some basic foods for on a daily basis, and supplements. Because that's the thing, too. Like, most of us are not going to... We're just not we're not living in a society where everybody's days and their patience is going to allow... Not going to allow them, because that's an excuse. Yeah. You know? Yeah. But the reality is, most people are not going to eat everything they need to eat to get all the minerals they need in their body. Yeah, it's true. Period. True. So you need to know what supplements you can put in the stuff that you already eat to help you. Okay. So we're going to talk about that, because the person that said they had headaches, that's probably what it was. You're lacking certain supplements and minerals and things that you need. Water is a big one. Yeah. You know, hydrating, like, is a big one. Yeah. And then just finding what makes you that energy, because I've went through that too. I've felt like that, where I'm like, because when you're detoxing, or your body was used to like leaning on something. Yeah. You have to find out where that substitute is. Yeah. Because you could be eating burgers every day, right? And then find out that the only reason you feel like you need a burger it's because of the onion that's on there. You were sick and your body wants to heal itself. And it knows, it smells it and knows, okay, if I can get them to eat that, I can get that onion.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I can get that pickle.
Yeah.
You
Totally.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it can really be that sometimes.
Yeah.
So you have to really find out what it is your body needs and what natural supplements and foods you can eat to, get that dependence off of the BS.
Yeah.
So first we're gonna talk about fermented foods. I don't give a lot of examples of fermented foods because I don't utilize a lot of them. What works for me is kombucha.
Kombucha, yeah, it's good.
Kombucha.
Yeah.
And you can get it at all the stores, any
it's
grocery
big now.
store.
It's pretty popular.
Yeah,
now.
out of nowhere.
Yeah,
out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, y'all like kombucha now. Yeah. Okay.
For real.
I'll be in on it.
Yeah.
But I'll be happy though,
Yeah, it's good.
Because it's
good
like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's just showing that there's an expansion in health and wellness.
And that's great. It's a great
People
thing.
are trying to live longer.
Yep.
They fight back.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a probiotic, and in kombucha, it has live enzymes of good bacteria. So basically, it helps to balance the bacteria in your gut and help you to have a more healthier gut.
Okay.
So that everything operates right. You push out the things that don't need to be there, and you suck in all the minerals of the things that you need. So it's operating the way it's supposed to operate.
Yeah.
So and in turn, doing that, your body is not working as hard and utilizing so much energy just for digestion, and you're getting tired and you're getting lazy and you don't want to do anything, and it's pushing towards your depression.
Yeah.
So the next one is blueberries. You can take this with you everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Get you a little bag for the day. So blueberries are high in antioxidants. They fight against toxins and free radical damage to the brain.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So blueberries actually contribute to your the health and the firing of your neural pathways.
Dope.
So in doing so, and your brain working better, and you healing certain damage, you feel better.
Yeah.
You feel better. You're promoting and producing more of the happy hormones.
Yeah.
And your chemicals are balanced.
Yeah.
So blueberries, baby, get you some of those.
Hell yeah.
This is it's known as a mood booster. Okay.
Yeah.
So get you some blueberries. I noticed that cherries do that for me too.
Word. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I eat blueberries every fucking day, so I'm definitely good.
I got blueberries too.
Big proponent, for sure.
Yeah. So, all right, let's talk about the next thing. So this is gonna kind of like be a little bit more out of the box for some of you, because we don't just have them around the house like that or buying them like that. But for those of you who do like shell food and like seafood, oysters.
Okay.
So oysters are high in zinc, and what zinc does is it helps it has mental clarity and brain function.
Yeah.
And basically all around brain health.
Yeah.
Which helps you do what we just talked about, operate at peak levels, promote the happy hormones, utilize more of your brain, and be in a higher state of being. But therefore, you won't be depressed, because you cannot be operating at a higher state of being and be depressed.
Yeah.
So zinc. And zinc, I said oysters just so some of you like oysters, you can eat it and get that. But zinc is a supplement you can get in a lot of places, a lot of herbal stores. It's there because people utilize it to help with memory. They utilize it to help with so many things.
Yeah.
Because it just literally helps your brain fire off.
Yeah, I got to get some zinc supplements. I totally have been like forgetting about that one. That's a good one. That's a real good one.
And it balances your hormones. I guess we just talked about that pretty much.
Yep.
Balancing your hormones. So then we have salmon. So salmon is a big part of my diet, low key. Because like I'm not a hardcore vegan yet.
Yeah.
You know, I have most of my meals are vegan. But I can't really claim it like that, because then I'll be like, oh, I just ate some salmon. other day, some chicken.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be fake,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, totally.
But salmon is a big part of my diet.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to cook.
Yep.
It's good.
It's amazing.
You know,
Yep.
and then you can have different sides and stuff, and you feel fulfilled, you feel good.
Yeah.
But you had a meal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So salmon is high in omega-3, and omega-3 also promotes brain health. Also vitamin D, and vitamin D, the way it kind of works in your body, it's a mood booster.
That's why when you're out in the sun, you just feel better. Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
It's a mood booster. So when you're sucking in that vitamin D, you're in a better mood. Okay? So salmon has both of those. So if you want to start transitioning, you know, from red meat, go to salmon.
Yeah.
You know, try that.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty easy transition to like stop eating like red meat and poultry and just eat fish.
Yeah.
'Cause there's so many options out there for fish, you know. And it's fucking seafood is amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot easier for your body to break down.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Totally. And it's super high in protein too. Like it's insanely high in protein.
Yeah. So that's a good transition, you guys. That's a good transition because I know a lot of you are not trying to be vegetarian or vegan. So go that route. You know, maybe try pescatarian.
Yeah.
That's what that's called. When
Yep.
the only kind of meat that you eat is fish, and see where that takes you.
Yeah.
You know, because this one alone is helping with your brain health.
Yeah.
That hot dog or that link or that rib didn't do that.
For real.
It drained your brain.
For real.
So let's you know, think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So this last one I have where food is concerned is walnuts. Because I just easy snacks, you know, blueberries, walnuts, easy snacks.
So
you can
what separates walnuts from the other nuts? Why is it better?
I wouldn't necessarily call it better.
Okay.
What I would say is this is it helps improve with brain function.
Yeah.
So that's what I really wanted to look at for today.
For sure. Okay,
You
I see
know,
what you're saying.
like
Yeah.
stuff that improves with brain function, which affects your hormones, your chemistry, and your mood.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
it's high in antioxidants. So in high antioxidants, we already talked about what that does.
Yeah.
That'll actually help not only fight toxins, but help to repair issues that already happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So walnuts is that. Walnuts is one of those.
Great.
So
I didn't know that. That's cool. It's really cool.
So I know you guys, when you go places and it's like them salads and they got like, they want to randomly put walnuts in it or like some other kind of foods.
Totally,
and it's like, why does this have nuts? Like, I'm one of them people that I don't be like nuts in all my stuff.
Yeah.
But you can kind of have, when you have certain knowledge of stuff, you can start to have more of an appreciation.
Yeah, understanding of like, oh, this does this.
Yeah, because that's what, like, that's the thing with eating. That's what I'm learning now. Like, and not saying that your food shouldn't taste good, because most of the time the herbs and the vegetables is what gives it the flavor anyway.
For real.
Like meat and certain other things, it don't taste good without that stuff.
Yeah, that's why you like douse chicken in like hot sauce and fry it. You know, it's
like
chicken tastes hella boring. You know, at the base level.
You gotta put like little garlic powder, onion powder, different stuff.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's because that's really what your taste buds like.
Totally.
So it's just about finding your combinations of stuff that you feel like tastes good, and then when you look at it, it's like, okay, this does this, this does that, this does this, this does that.
Yeah.
It has to have a function.
Yeah.
Like, you should look at your food as a function.
Word.
Like, if I eat this, I'm getting all of this, and then psychologically, because you know that, you'll take it on psychologically too. Like, okay, I just fed that and that and that.
For real, you'll feel so much better.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and just attack your day. So now we're going to talk about some supplements that most of these are all, well, the first two are all about brain function, high antioxidants, and literal antidepressants and anxiety. So we already talked about zinc. Zinc is something that you need to add to your daily consumption. You know, just sprinkle it in your smoothie or your orange juice or whatever. Like, make it simple.
Yeah.
You know, and ginkgo. Now, so like ginkgo was actually, like, they even use this with like people with Alzheimer's sometimes.
Yeah.
And like memory loss and stuff like that, because it literally helps with brain function.
Interesting. ginkgo. I totally forgot about that one too.
Yeah, I just got some because I'm preparing for a battle, y'all. So I'm trying to get my memory right.
Yes, that's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be in full focus mode.
That's dope.
So if y'all don't hear from me, I'm in a cave somewhere with my ginkgo and my crystals.
Levitating.
Yeah, so don't even trip. I'm okay. But yeah. So ginkgo also, besides it helping with anxiety and depression, it also can help with asthma, which I didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
You know, I kind of actually just researched that.
That's cool.
And it was like, oh, that's one that I didn't know.
Damn.
You know, so yeah. So, and you can get ginkgo pretty much anywhere, GNC. I go to a herbalist on Compton Boulevard, you know. And ginkgo is everywhere. So, get you some ginkgo. And then sea moss and bladderwrack. So, I know that a lot of people have been... Sea moss just got popular out of nowhere for whatever reason. I know that underground it was talked about a lot because Dr. Sebi talked about it a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The mixture between sea moss and bladderwrack, you get 92 minerals out of the 102 that humans actually produce. They need.
Oh wow.
But we're not producing the way we're supposed to produce because we're not feeding our bodies right.
Yeah.
So we have to outsource to get it going.
Yeah.
Well, sea moss and bladderwrack gives you 92. So you can get that. You can still order from Dr. Sebi online. That'll probably be the easiest way to get get it together. You know, I know you guys can find sea moss pretty much everywhere now. Like people are like selling it like crazy.
It's in Whole Foods, I'm sure.
Yeah. By now, But the mixture itself, if you are in like LA County or whatnot, Dr. Goss in Compton, they got it all.
Dr. Goss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Compton Boulevard. But if not, order it. Just go to Dr. Sebi's website. His family is still moving. They still got products that they're selling. And you probably could still get that combination. He has different cleansing products, and it's in there as like the main ingredients. And you can get that. And just, a lot of this other stuff is even in there. Zinc is even in, like, the sea moss and the bladderwrack. Like, it's so many minerals already in there.
Yeah.
If you're going to be taking sea moss and bladderwrack, you might not need to be doing other stuff.
Yeah, because it's like...
You don't want to overload your system.
Yeah, word.
Because then you'll be off balance.
Yeah.
That's another thing, too. Like, people feel like, oh, I need this. So they overload on that.
Yeah.
That is one thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
And that's the same concept with people feeling like they got to eat meat for protein.
Yeah.
Protein is one thing.
For real.
How about you eat these
That's
greens
so
and it got protein and vitamin E and vitamin C and vitamin, like, you know what I mean? Like, how about you, like, come on. Like,
I used to totally be like that. I would just eat meat for a meal. It's so fucking wild.
So now you like living off of protein.
Yeah, for real.
That's not a liver, you guys. That's just not something that keeps you alive. Like,
yeah.
But anyways, so that pretty much helps you operate at peak levels. So that's all I got for you guys today as far as the supplements and the diet stuff. I'll look at some questions or some stuff you guys might have.
Yeah, if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask us. So we can, we're not claiming to be experts of any kind. We're just trying to give you guys some tips on how to help depression.
They look like they arguing.
Oh yeah, they definitely are. I know diet is like a sensitive subject for a lot of people because it's subjective, and that's the thing about it, is that something that works for me might not work for you. But these are things that will help you with depression. It's kind of like, it's
already scientifically proven.
Yeah, so this isn't saying it will help you with everything in life, but if you're suffering from depression, cutting out processed foods, keeping your supplements, having a more plant-based diet will 100% help, for sure.
Yes. And working out, you guys.
Exactly.
Working
exercising.
out. If you could get to the point to where you at least can get out the house in the morning and take a walk, take a run, it will literally clear your mind, boost your chemistry and balance out things, find clarity, and it will pump the feel good hormones. Like, you will actually feel better.
Yep.
Like, I did a workout class with my family the other day. We have a Shihan that comes to the house sometimes. And after that workout, I felt at peace.
That's cool.
like no grain chatter.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to just like write or like just go do something else that will give me more peace.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to go to anything that might take this away from me.
Yeah.
You know? So those are the things that you have to seek in life. The things that bring you peace, that brings you to a place of clarity, that takes away the chatter and the negative memories that you just keep playing over and over in your mind, that brings you to a sad and destructive place.
Mm-hmm.
Be more like, you know, we talked about like being dependent on something.
Yeah.
Be dependent on the things that make you feel good. It will not steer you wrong.
Yeah.
If you become dependent on the things that naturally make you feel good, let me say that. Because y'all might go pop a Molly.
Yeah, this line.
Yeah, she said to depend on the stuff that makes you feel good. Naturally makes you feel good.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, we're talking about diet and exercise here. You know, or if it's just like when you hear certain music, choose your music wisely. Because it's music that, because I know like when I go through breakups and stuff like that, I had to learn a long time ago not to listen to sad songs. Mm. I remember my first love, we broke up and I went on like this like 7 years of just hardcore rap. I was like, I'm never listening to R&B again. Because every time I listen to a song, I'll cry.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it would actually make me feel a ways.
Yeah.
So, but I still operate like that.
Yeah.
So if I go through something with somebody, I'm not looking for songs that make me feel like that.
Yeah.
That like they singing my sorrow.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm just sitting there like, why you didn't want to be with me?
Yeah, totally.
Why you do me wrong? No, you gotta be thinking about where you want to be.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta pump stuff into you like, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, I'm fine,
Yeah.
I'm this, and do your little dance every day.
Yeah.
You know,
Build yourself up.
Yeah, so you guys, like, be more dependent on the things that make you happy, that make you clear, that give you energy, and that's what's going to make you live longer and make even more people happier around you. Because if you got good energy and you in a good place, you're going to not only attract that from others, you're going to repel it from you if it's not that. And you'll naturally even heal the ones around you who don't want to live in that bad space.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because when you get around joy and happiness, it either makes you like kind of want to go away from it because you can't relate to it in that state in your life, or it's like, man, I need more of this. You know?
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Yeah.
But you want to be that to give people that choice of being a serene place with you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys. So I just want to give some, basically go over some stuff that we have went over recently, period.
Okay.
That will help everybody with their depressions, with their anxiety, and basically raise vibration so we can operate at peak levels and be our best selves. So over the last few weeks or so, we've talked about essential oils. Oh, and I'm proud of Avo, you guys. He been on his stuff, y'all.
Yeah,
he
bought a diffuser. I showed Esso when she got here. I was like, look, like a proud kid.
He got his diffuser, the essential oils. He put me up on game. Put your essential oils in your mask.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he got his sage. He got some crystals. Avo is the GOAT right now.
Going.
This is a healing area, okay? It's sacred in here.
Yeah.
So, anyway, essential oils, yoga, because that goes back to even when you're exercising. You know, it brings you to a place of clarity, of inner peace, and of it gives you the silence. Mm-hmm. You know, at the end of your yoga practice, you have the silence and peace to be still.
Yeah.
And understand yourself.
Yeah.
That's important. That will help you with with anxiety and depression. We went over chakra balancing. So I think I'm gonna start back the meditations, you guys. People actually tuned in. I'm proud of you guys, and I think I'm gonna do it more often.
Why'd you stop?
I mean, we just did it that one day because I told everybody we were gonna do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we should.
Yeah,
Would you guys?
think you should.
He's like, duh.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I think I did it on Friday the first time. I think I should do Mondays. Start the week off.
Yeah, I don't know. Mondays are kind of tricky because people like are in a mode of like, I need to be busy today. You know, I can't slack off. I don't even want to say meditation is slacking off, but I feel like they're in like that like work mindset maybe a little bit too much. I think Friday is great because it kind of like
for the week and get you ready for your whole reboot. Okay, Friday mornings, you guys. Follow me on Instagram. I'll drop another flyer, and we're gonna do meditation, maybe sometimes yoga too. You know, Friday morning together on Instagram Live. And next time I come out, if Avo ever wants me back,
whatever.
We're gonna talk about sound therapy. I want to talk about sound therapy.
He just mentioned that.
Somebody did?
He has a mini singing bowl.
Yes. Oh my God. It's amazing.
So those are those things that you go, on. Yeah.
And it's so powerful.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you do it, it's like you can feel the frequency affecting your frequency and tuning your body. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I'm still learning with it, you know. And I was at Venice Beach. I think I told you, and they had the sound bowls and stuff. And these guys walked up, and I guess they want to be professionals, or when they must have went to school for it or something. Yeah. Cause like I was doing my little thing, and I was like, yeah, right. And then the guy came next to me, and he did something like boom, and then he was like doing these rhythms and doing this stuff, and he was all like fancy with it, but it was like singing my body, like I'm like, oh,
yeah,
like. Tight, but you are though.
Yeah.
You are. I'm like, I'm about to float away somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely suggest sound bowls.
Hell yeah.
And you could just watch some YouTube videos on what to do with it.
Yeah. Just learn there.
Videos on here. Yes, do that. So we'll talk about sound and how that affects your vibrations and different things that you guys can utilize for that to help with depression and anxiety and just being the darker versions of yourself, you know?
Yeah.
So, is exercise good for anxiety? Yes, definitely. Definitely will put you in a way better state, and it gives you somewhere to put that energy, you know, because you be like, go run.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Do some push-ups.
Yeah.
Like, it will bring you to a calm when you finish, because the hormones that's even produced and the chemical that's produced during the time you exercise is going to do that.
Yep.
And it's going to clear your mind. So, do that.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the easiest ways to get yourself out of those states.
Yeah, definitely agree. I mean, I think exercise is the best thing you can do for a lot of things, because it's good for so many different levels of, like, you know, if you're in a spot, it will take you, every time you exercise, you will be better than when you started. First, like, it's not going to cure things, it's not going to make your problems go away, but it will make you feel better in some way. I guarantee it. 100% of the time. You're not going to ever leave the gym if you don't go to the gym like me anymore, and you're not going to ever stop working out and be like, man, I feel like shit now. I feel a lot worse, you know?
Right. It's like, do the things that you know. After you did it, I bettered myself.
Yeah, for real.
It was an investment into me.
Yeah.
You know, and exercise is one of those things.
Yep, exactly.
And then when you start to be consistent, you start to see the results physically.
Yep. And
when people feel good physically, when you look in the mirror, you're already feeling better.
Yeah,
you know, you're already feeling yourself like, ooh.
Totally. Changes your outlook.
So just you know, you guys one step at a time.
Hell yeah. Well, dope. Got anything you want to end off with, SO? Anything coming up you want to plug? Anything? Anything at all?
So okay. So I am dropping my book soon.
Yes.
So I really, you know, you guys, I feel like everybody can benefit from it.
Hell yeah.
You know, it is a story of a young girl becoming her best self, but at the same time, it's a journey. The evolution and journey from just learning about my community and urban lifestyle and the street smarts that came with that, but then just the wisdom of dealing with people from person to person. understanding how certain things affect you and live with you through life, how you psychologically are programmed young in different ways, getting to a point of losing people, having to deal with that, you know, spiritual elevation, helping with those dark times. You know, the rawness of everything, rather relationships, drugs, whatever. Being a parent, you know, especially young parents, school, your careers, everything. Like, I'm gonna talk about everything, and not just talk about it, but everything I got from it, so that hopefully it can broaden the perspective of the reader. You know, because sometimes we go through stuff and we just go through it. And it's like we keep going through it because we didn't learn the lesson. So that's really what I want. I want people to learn from that. But anyway, we're talking about the novel. The poetry version is about to drop. So it's basically a journey, a story of spoken word pieces from the novel.
Okay.
And it's, so all these poems are featured in the novel. The novel actually has more of them, but it's gonna tell you the story before the story drops.
Okay. Then where can people get this when it comes out?
But it's next time I come on here, I will have the link for you guys so we can have the pre-sales available. So yes, it'll be battling soon.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna tell you is
just gonna sneak
look
that
out
in there
for me on the rooftop.
Oh shit.
But I ain't gonna tell you who yet.
Alrighty.
And that's it.
Great. Well, hell yeah.
Oh wait, no. Follow me on Instagram, you guys. SISTAR Outspoken, SISTAR Outspoken _official.
Hell yeah. All right, follow SO for meditation on Fridays. All right.
Fridays. So we'll be back doing meditation next Friday, you guys. Early in the morning. You'll see the flyer soon.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Oh, I was asking actually some good questions.
What do you want to answer it? Which one is it?
What did I think was Daylight versus Rock? Daylight is out of this world.
Ooh.
Daylight was out of this world. Like, I was just watching it again the other day. His first round, he created the world. Like, he talked about so much. I had to go through my notebook and just start crossing stuff out. Because he talked about stuff that I had, like, as notes to make bars out of.
Yeah.
And I can't do it now.
Oh, shit.
Like, it's like, now it's just like, it's going to be a replica of a diluted Daylight bar. Like,
yeah.
You know? Like, it was immaculate. He definitely raised the bar of lyricism. Because I'm all about layers. You know what I mean? I do schemes inside of schemes. That's why if you guys go to my Instagram, I have a show called Layers where I break down bars. And what Daylight did was immaculate.
Yeah.
Like, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
I can't even see too many people that would inspire me to write right now. Like, after seeing that.
Yeah.
Tay-Rock did very well, though. Not to take away from Tay-Rock. He did good. He did really good. It just almost didn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, Tay-Rock, that's like one of the best Tay-Rocks ever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just...
And he had the whole thing, you know, with
Dracula,
the eyes and the suit. I'm like, all right, Tay-Rock.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Yeah,
it was just
dope.
like...
It was a great fucking battle. It's one of the best battles ever, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I could watch that forever, probably.
Yep.
Like,
you got one, URL. You got one. You got a good one in there. But yeah, guys, we'll have SO back for around an hour. Hopefully for a watch, too.
Yeah, I'm down.
Fucking watch Daylight and Tay-Rock. Let's go.
Oh!
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. Well, there we go.
You heard it here first. All right, guys.
All right, you guys.
Catch you later. Oh, yeah, 6 p.m. I'm doing a watch with Gaddis.
Hey.
So tune in for that. All right, peace out.